Good morning, my friends. It is it's not the nicest day out here. It's like foggy as pea soup, as they say. We've got to get the dogs out for a walk. I've been watching the weather radar all morning and just watching for this little hole in the rain cloud so I can try and get the dogs out for a good 30-45 minute walk. What do you guys do in the rain? Do you guys take your dogs for a walk if it's raining? Or do you kind of wait it out? What if it rains all day? What do you do with your dogs? Do you play with them in the house? Exercise them up there? It's a tough one. But, it's not all sunshine and rainbows every day, so you got to still deal with your dogs. And, the pandemic's raging on and things are not good. I'm still on a shutdown right now. I will say, I don't know if you want to look at this as lucky or not, but I had a 5-day skateboard trip planned, and Chris and I had an 8-day camping trip, backcountry camping trip planned through Algonquin. And if you watched some of the more recent videos, you saw that we've been out taking the dogs for huge walks, like 4-hour walks with my big camping backpack on and the dogs' backpacks on because we've been getting them prepared. And Ontario Parks sent us a refund for all of our camping because it was during this shutdown. So that sucks. But I guess on the upside of that, because I had this time booked off, at least when I did close down due to the new restrictions, I had a couple weeks in there where I didn't have clients booked anyway. So we lost our spring vacations, our spring trips this year. But I guess the upside of that is I didn't have to reschedule 2 weeks of my calendar at least because I was already closed during that time. So whatever, take the good with the bad. And I had a conversation this week with a very close friend of mine I've known years and years and years, and we're of differing opinions on what's going on, why it's going on, what's real, what's not real. And maybe there's somebody like that in your life too. And he's such a good friend that, we're both reasonable dudes, and we could have just a real conversation about what we believe in and what we think is going on and all of that stuff without it melting down into some sort of argument. And I just kind of made this point to him that it doesn't matter what side you're on. If you believe COVID is real, if you believe COVID is not real, if you believe you should wear a mask, if you believe that mask mandates are infringing on our freedoms, if you are with the shutdown, if you are against the shutdown, the point I'm making is no matter which side you're on, this sucks. It just sucks. It doesn't matter. If you think you're being locked down unnecessarily, super frustrating, angering. If you feel that the government is pushing too hard, if you feel that the lockdown was the right thing to do, then it still sucks because we're in a lockdown. I've tried to do my best to sort of follow the public health guidelines. I do think that that this is a real mess we're in, that there is a virus running rampant. At least to me, all the evidence points to this is just real. It just is what it is. I don't fully agree with everything that the government has put into play. I mean, this last shutdown, I get it. The cases are fucked right now. They're through the roof. So I get it. But some of the restrictions, I don't know if I agree with everything. I don't think any of us fully agrees with every single thing that's happened during this. But it just sucks. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on. You're stressed. You're upset. And it's just not cool. So we're all feeling it. It doesn't matter which side you're on. And that's the biggest sort of takeaway that, I'm sorry I'm going on this crazy tangent here, and this has nothing to do with dog training, but it has everything to do with what's currently going on, regardless of what you do for a living. And, this divide that is separating all of us. And I meet with lots of clients in a week, typically, when I'm open. And even the discussions I've had with clients, people are all over the place on what they agree with, what they believe is happening. And it's this divide. It's either you're with them or you're with us. And it's crazy that this has made a them and an us, you know? Like, everybody kind of feels like half the population is wrong. And it's crazy. It's disheartening and it's stressful. Something else I wanted to talk quickly about. Sorry I don't have any words of wisdom for dog training today. I just kind of wanted to get some stuff off my chest and talk a little bit about that. On a happier note, it is spring, and look at this tree. That is gorgeous. That put a little smile on my face. For the first time ever, I'm putting a cap, I don't know what you want to call it. But basically, I've just been taking people as they come in, and taking people as they come in, and taking people as they come in. And just before the shutdown in the middle of April, I had booked out July, and I was already booking into August. So like several months ahead. And I've been almost 2 months, booking 2 months in advance for almost a year. It started last June, basically. As soon as I reopened, it just exploded, and I was trying to catch up ever since, just booking people wherever I can fit them in. The problem that's created for me is, as I've been rescheduling everybody, I'm just getting ghosted now. I'm reaching out to people that were booked for a consultation. I mean, it's typically for some smaller option with me, like a consultation. Most of the people that booked packages were okay to sort of move up their packages and change dates because of what's going on. But I've been ghosted by a number of clients now, where I've sent multiple emails, I've tried to reach out to them to reschedule their appointments, and I'm just not hearing back. And this has never happened to me until I started booking. Ollie, Chicky, let's head back down this way. I don't want to go out on the main road today. This never happened to me until I started booking so far into the future. And I kind of said to my wife, Chris, I said, you know, I feel like some of these appointments I'm booking so far ahead. By the time that appointment time rolls around, like, people have found another dog trainer, or they've just decided, I don't need a dog trainer anymore, or they're living with the problem, I don't know. So for the first time, I'm going to cap it. And basically, like right now, as people are reaching out to me, I'm just telling them I am not booking new clients until after the May 2-4 weekend, until after May 24th. And I get clients that are now asking, okay, can you put me on a wait list? No. I'm not going to keep a wait list, and this is the simple, honest truth. If I put you on a wait list, I'm going to end up with like 30, 40, 50 people on this wait list. And if I start the wait list, then essentially, as a business owner, the onus is on me. Now, as I reopen after May 24, I'm going to email 50 or 60 people. Oh my God. I just rescheduled 50 clients because of this shutdown, and it took me about 48 hours over the last 10 days. So I put in a regular work week just emailing people. You ever spent 48 hours emailing people? Like, I'd rather just stick pencils in my eyes next time, but it is what it is. And to think of starting a wait list and then having to reach out and contact all these people. So I'm essentially just saying, listen, if you still need a dog trainer, reach back out after the 24th, and I'll just book as usual, first come, first serve. And basically, once my calendar fills up to, I'm going to experiment, but I'm going to try 6 weeks ahead. Once I hit 6 weeks, I'm just going to slam the door shut and then tell people to reach back out 2 weeks, and then I will book you. So the ball's back into my potential clients' court. At this point, I'm still getting about 10 people a day contacting me for dog training. So it's just unmanageable and unreasonable to think that I can start a wait list and reach back out. So, sorry guys, it is what it is. But due to the fact that I've been ghosted, and what happens is, like, that just leaves an empty spot on my calendar, and that's unearned income. Like, those are just dead spots in the week. Like, what if, you showed up to work and they're like, actually, we don't have any work for the next 2 hours, so we're just not going to pay you, and you just lost that time, right? Like, you wouldn't accept that. So sorry guys, I don't know what to say. I'm hoping at some point this tidal wave sort of evens out, because prior to the pandemic, I never booked more than really 6 weeks ahead. So if somebody reached out, I could say, look, I can get you a reasonable appointment time within the next number of weeks. 8 weeks is just too far out to book. Like if it's just obedience, maybe that's cool. Maybe you can wait a little longer for the obedience. But like yesterday, a woman reached out and her dog bites her over everything. Like she can't even put a collar on the dog to go walk the dog. The dog bites her. I want to help this woman so much. You know, I feel her desperation even through the email. And what am I saying? Can you hang tight for 2 months? Like who, how, what is she going to do for 2 months with this dog? It really kind of pains me, because I want to help everyone that reaches out to me. I want to help you. I want to help everybody. That's what I do. And I just can't. So at some point I've just come to the conclusion that I'm going to have to, unfortunately, not necessarily turn people away, but just turn them away for that moment and just say, look, reach back out after this date. So sorry, my friends. I try and help everybody I can. But as a private dog trainer, to give you an idea, in this year, so we're about, 5 months into this year, and I've already had over 400 people reach out to me. Like, I can't handle 400 people in the entire year. As a private dog trainer, I think I average around 250 clients a year. Like, that's a ton of clients. That's a ton of clients for one person. Oh boy. Anyway, looks like the rain's going to hold out until I get home, which is good. Get the dogs a little walk today. I have a couple of virtual consults booked today, so I'm still doing some virtual training, but don't reach out, because all the virtual training already booked up until May 24th, and then I'm, fingers crossed, back to being an in-person, in-home dog trainer. Well, not in your home. I ain't going in somebody's home for a long time, man, I'll tell you that. And thankfully, the weather's nice enough that we can be outside. Alright guys, sorry for that long-winded, I don't know, not even a rant today, just talking about how I feel about the pandemic and the restrictions and what's going on in the world right now and how it's affected my business. But it is what it is. I truly do believe that there are much brighter days in our future, and we just got to get through this. So hang tight, everybody. We're all struggling. We will get through this, and we'll come out the other side. And until then, I'm going to finish walking the dogs, and I'll see you in the next video.